certainly down there.
I mean, he's throwing like he's not just playing catch.
They got a left-hander down there too. Who is that? Caden Wilson?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What was your key for a leadoff, Burke? In terms of
Well, get far. For me, I always like to get it kind of straddle that line right there.
the cutout?
The cutout, yeah, that would always be kind of my indicator of where I would start. I would go 1-2, shuffle, shuffle with my lead. But left-handers are always different. You know, lefties, to me with a lefty, I was trying to use the first few as a one-way. Now, we're late in the ballgame now, but whenever I got over there early, I wanted to get out there a little bit farther and see if I could draw a couple throws, see if I could pick up some tells. But sometimes the best way to steal it off a lefty is to kind of fall asleep over there and then just ambush.
Yeah, he did ambush him.
Strikeout, down.
After 2 picks, he went up high, caught that batter asleep.
Shuffle, Tommy. That'll get you about 15 feet from the back.
You'll be doing that in the gardens, I'll tell you.
Yeah, man. You guys are a very popular dance these days.
Third strikeout for Prager as Gasparino stands in. A couple of groundouts for Gasparino. He's sitting on 11 home runs to lead this Texas roster. What's your key with the left?
That's something you got to work on.
So the first thing you got to do is to me look at his foot. If his foot crosses his back leg, he can't pitch, right? So you're trying to measure what does he do with his lead foot. Excuse me, he can't pick. Yeah. So if the lead foot passes the back leg, you can't pick from there.
Mm-hmm.
Most guys get right to that edge and go north.
Oh, that time passes back leg.
So if you see that foot cross, now you usually have to wait a while to see that foot cross, and the question is from then, do you have the speed
within the delivery?
So as he kicks his lead foot, for him that would be his right foot. If it crosses his back leg,
that might be why you get called for a balk when you do a sneaky toward the dugout
really keyed in on that foot.
on the 45-degree line.
But that's late in the delivery.
That is late in the delivery. The other piece of it is you're just guessing, right? You're just seriously, like you're just going first move.
Yeah.
And then at that point, if he picks, to me, I would always just run right at the shortstop and try to hope the first baseman threw it over his head.
By the way, Kyle Peterson, this is the same guy who a few years ago at the Louisville Regional pulled Kyler Murray to the side and said, "You have to have a plan."
I didn't pull him to the side. I was asked by his coach to talk to him about stealing bases.
And you said, "Kyler, I'm Chris Burke. If you want to steal bases, you need a plan."
Well, yeah, but the part of the plan is first movement.
Sure.
I'm going first move. That's a plan.
I don't think Kyler Murray really needed a plan. He was
he did have a plan. I'm faster than the ball.
His plan was.
Yeah, how fast was the ball? That was a good one.
I think there's more, lefties, like I said, for me, I was either going to get out there and get really far out there and try to annoy them because I wasn't going to go, or I would shorten my lead, try to get them to fall asleep, and then wait till 2-2.
These are runner tactics he's talking
pick a
about.
pitch where I was certain he was engaged on the hitter, and then just take off. You see, Prager's a traditional guy. He does not cross when he picks, and he crosses when he goes home. So he leaves his front leg open when he picks, and when he goes home, he crosses. So it's like, again, how quickly can you pick that up, and then do you trust yourself to be able to wait that long and still steal the bag? If you watch his front foot, when he goes home, he crosses.
They didn't cross.
And the bunch down the third base line, and beautiful. Hensler will put it in his pocket in Texas after all of that. Has 2 on with 2 down.